If you've been around my channel for a while, you've seen that we've been slammed lately with just emergencies and very expensive things happening in our household. And it kind of fits, Murphy's Law or spiritual attack, whatever you want to call it. I start a YouTube channel and I start helping people with their budgets. And of course, we are just slammed left and right with budgeting issues. So it makes sense. But I've been talking about them and kind of hinting and trying to figure out how we're going to handle these things moving forward. And my husband and I finally were able to sit down and really kind of figure out a plan. So I wanted to give you an update on what we were going to do.
Hi, I'm Megan with Bethel Budgets. I'm here because it's more than just math. At some point, you've probably built a budget. You've laid out your income, you've laid out your expenses, and thought it's simple math. I'll just stick to what's on the paper. But then life happened and your budget didn't work out. The reason? Because it's more than just math. That's where I come in. Let's figure this out together. Don't give up. You've got this.
So if you've been around, we've been slammed with, first I broke my phone. So I had to buy a new phone because my phone was totally bricked. Then my poor daughter was taking a shower and she leaned on the wall and just melted right through it. So we've had a leak for quite some time, I guess. And we need to completely redo the whole bathroom situation. And that comes at a very bad time because all of our house remodeling funds were going towards our basement. About a year and a half ago, our basement flooded. Our area had a major rain. And so we're still rebuilding our basement from that. In fact, we can't find a contractor to come finish the mudding and taping. So if you know somebody, send them our way because we're tired of living in a construction zone. But anyway, I digress. We had the phone, we had the bathroom, our microwave decided to go kaput. So we've been living without a microwave and all of these things. And now our dishwasher is making all of this noise. And so we've been trying to figure out how we're going to rearrange. We have savings and we know we're going to be okay, but how do we rearrange our sinking funds? What qualifies as an emergency? What doesn't? Do we use our emergency fund? How are we going to pay for all of these things? So we finally have a plan that we feel, I don't want to say good about because who feels good about all of these emergencies hitting at one time, but that we feel somewhat comfortable with, and that we know, it just feels okay to have a plan, an action plan moving forward. So first of all, the dishwasher, that's not going to be so bad. Whatever's wrong with it, I'm not even going to pretend to know the problem. Something's wrong with the motor, but it's under warranty. So I don't know, that can be repaired and it will be okay. And then the microwave. So we'll go from smallest to largest here. So the microwave, we scan all of our receipts into various apps where you can get either cash back or gift cards. So we cashed in a bunch of our upside points and our fetch points, and we got enough gift cards that we were able to cover the cost of the microwave. So hallelujah, that's another thing that is covered and we don't have to worry about that. So we've got that ordered and everything's going to be okay with the microwave. And then the bathroom, we will also be using some gift cards to cover that. Some of those gift cards will also go towards the bathroom, but I jumped ahead a little bit. I want to talk about the phone next. My phone is not really something that I would like to use my emergency fund to cover. In my mind, and my sister sent me an article from Dave Ramsey about your emergency fund. It should cover things that are unexpected, necessary, and urgent to fix. So while my phone, it is necessary that I have my phone, it does feel urgent, but it shouldn't have been unexpected. I usually carry a sinking fund for a phone replacement. A phone replacement is something that I know is coming at some point. You break your phone or you need a new phone. Eventually, everybody needs a new phone. This is not completely unplanned. This is not out of the ordinary. So that was just my bad. I used to have a sinking fund for that. Somewhere along the line, it got deleted. I'm not sure how I did that, but I'm disappointed. It's back now. Now I have a sinking fund for my phone, and I will never delete that again. But we will always have a sinking fund for our phone. So I'm not going to use our emergency fund for that. I did put it on temporarily when this initially happened while we were getting slammed. I put it on a store card with 0% interest while my husband and I just figured out what we were going to do. And in doing that, I wasn't planning on leaving it there. There was just a temporary stopgap while we figured it out. But we are going to just leave it there. We've figured out how much that will cost per month, and we feel comfortable leaving it there for now and making those payments on that. It's a 0% card, and we've calculated what we should be paying every month. So there's a trick though. With these 0% interest rate cards, they'll give you 0% financing for a year. And I finally got my bill. I just got it today. So, they give you 0% for a year, right? So I'm financing $600 and something. And after 12 months, if you don't pay off the full amount, they'll charge you interest for those whole 12 months. So you have to be careful that you're paying it off in 12 months. However, the minimum payment that they ask you for is not enough to cover the 12 months. So you have to math this out yourself. And that's something nobody ever tells you. It's not in the fine. You have to know this. It's not in the fine print. So I had to do the math myself, and I'm not giving myself 12 months. I calculated it for 11 because you just never know. I don't know how their due date aligns with the 12 months of actual purchase. So I gave myself 11 months. I'd like to give myself 10 months if I was being really smart, but I know, and I hope, my husband and I talked, we're not really going to hopefully finance this for a full 12 months. This is going to be paid off sooner. We just need to get the bathroom done first. So after the bathroom's done, then we'll pay off the rest of this phone. But so I did for 11 months, which would be like $63 a month. There's a reason I write all these numbers down. I can't pull them out of my head, but I think it's like $63 a month. And the minimum payment that this card is asking me for is $30. So that would not have worked had I just paid these minimum payments. So you have to be careful if you choose to do something like that. I'm going to be super careful with this. I'm going to watch it very closely, and we will pay it off sooner than the 12 months. But that's what we're going to do with that. So that is the microwave, the dishwasher, the microwave, and the phone. Now for the bathroom. The three things that qualify for use of your emergency fund would be, is it unexpected, is it necessary, and is it urgent? Unexpected, I would say my daughter falling through the shower wall was pretty unexpected, poor thing. She came out and she was like, Mom, I broke the bathroom. I felt so bad for her. And she felt so bad. And I was like, it's not your fault. This could have happened to anybody. It wasn't your fault at all. So yes, it was definitely unexpected for all of us. There's no way, we have a home repair sinking fund. So yes, you should always know that something is going, if you're a homeowner, something's always going to be wrong in your home. You should always have a home repair fund separate from your emergency fund. Yes, that is an important thing. Ours happens to be all tied up in the basement right now. Like, we have been working on this basement for 1.5 years. It has been nuts. When your house floods like that, it's not covered by insurance unless you have a rider. So go check your insurance. And even then, they get around it. So 80 homes in our subdivision flooded. Maybe 5 got some money from insurance. It was crazy. And ours, we only had like 2 feet of water. Was it 2 feet or 3 feet? I can't even remember. It was so traumatic. I've like wiped it out of my brain. But there were some houses that were flooded all the way up to the first floor. It was crazy. But so We've, Lutheran Ministries came in and they did a lot of the work for us for free right away, but we've still been, building out the rooms, and the drywall is up, but we're still waiting on trying to find somebody to mud and tape. That's not a skill that we have. So we're still, putting money into this basement all the time, and trying to find somebody to mud and tape has been crazy. We've hired 4 people and they just don't come. I guess the job is too small and everybody needs mudders and tapers right now. Anyway, again, I digress. But our home repair fund has been tied up into the basement for the past year and a half. So what we're doing now is I have a little bit of funds left over from our home repair fund. So we're going to apply that towards the basement. We're going to apply that to the bathroom. We've come up with an estimate, a high estimate, because I always want to estimate big, right? So we're going to estimate what we think this bathroom remodel is going to cost us. And we're going to estimate big. And then we just put on some extra money just in case, because when you get into these projects, something else is going to turn up that you weren't planning on, right? So I've got a little money there. If we plan to use our emergency fund, that should cover most of it. Plus, if we continue to cash out these Fetch and Upside and Pogo and what's the other one that I use? Receipt Hog. If we continue to cash those out for gift cards and cash and put that into this bathroom fund, that will hopefully cover some more of that. And we've agreed that what we are planning to put into our sinking funds regularly, our lump sum sinking funds, regularly will still go into our lump sum sinking funds. However, when we do our monthly budget closeout, whatever extra we get to put in that I wasn't budgeting to put into our lump sum sinking funds, instead of putting that into our lump sum sinking funds, it's just going to go into the bathroom fund until the bathroom fund is finished. So hopefully that'll offset the emergency fund as well. So we won't be taking out as much of our emergency fund as we originally planned. So this bathroom is just going to take top priority for a while. It gives us permission, now that we have given ourselves permission to take money out of our emergency fund to finish this bathroom, we can go ahead and get started. We can finish up this bathroom and replenish our emergency fund as we need to. We have extra sources that this bathroom fund can come from. So we feel confident that everything's going to be, we knew everything was going to be okay, but we feel confident everything has a source. We have a plan we can move forward with. It feels better. I don't want to say it feels good, because this is definitely not feeling good, but it feels better to have a plan. And my husband's already been to the store and ordered the microwave, and we've priced out all the parts that we need, so it just feels better. And we just keep telling ourselves, keep going, you've got this. And we just keep repeating it to ourselves. Home ownership, it's fun. It is, right? Yeah. Okay. So if you find yourself in the same boat where you just keep getting slammed by all of these emergency situations, keep those things in mind. Is it unexpected? Is it necessary? Which having a bathroom, 2 bathrooms for 6 people, I think is pretty necessary. And is it urgent? Again, 2 bathrooms for 6 people is urgent. I'm tired of sharing a bathroom with my 4 children. They are wet and messy, and I'm done. So if you find yourself in a situation where you are getting slammed with emergencies, sit down, come up with a plan. You can't just ignore it. It's got to be fixed. It's got to be done. Do you have an emergency fund? What sources of extra income do you have? Can you sell something? Do you have interest-free lines of credit that you can leverage? Are you willing to do the math to pay them off before the interest slams you? You have to just figure these things out. It's all a puzzle. Look at it like a puzzle. Figure the pieces out. You can do this, and you've got this.